Hi there, I'm Lesa. This is Ted, my partner, and their best friend, Hans the dog. On the 18th of March 2020, when COVID-19 spanned the globe and the world began to lock down, we decided to turn our lives upside down and begin the adventure of a lifetime. We threw in our jobs, packed up the car and purchased this 14th century monument historique de France.
You have arrived.
Woohoo!
We have arrived.
With no previous experience, just £80,000 budget and a tent as a temporary residence, we plan to renovate this former House of Rebellion into a family home and thriving business. Learning new skills along the way, we have 1 year to bring this ancient relay de post back to life. We invite you to come along for the ride, so strap yourselves in and let the fun begin. Hi! Are you alright there, love?
Yeah.
Am I keeping you up?
Later.
Hi everyone!
Hello.
Welcome to week 27,
Week 27.
at Chateau de Montmagner.
Week 27.
Week 27. It's flying by. Now, for those of you that are new to this channel, please go back and watch from the start. That's your detention. You can see us from week 1 when we first arrived, picked up the keys and started renovating this 14th century chateau. And then you'll get up to date.
And then subscribe.
Yes. Press the notification button.
But subscribe before that because it's quite good. And then you get notifications for all the new ones. If you hit the bell. Ding ding. And then sign up to the Instagram because I really want you to. And then sign up to all of it. But also check out the Patreon page because that's fantastic and it really helps us out.
Actually, we've just had a fantastic Zoom call with our patrons.
Yeah.
All this week we are doing patron only Zoom calls.
Zoom calls
and
with
it's
all our patrons.
4 patrons at a time. And it was a right laugh,
Real
wasn't it?
good laugh,
It
real
was
good
so
laugh. Yeah.
Funny.
Hopefully the patrons thought it was a real good laugh.
Yeah.
They certainly seem to.
Anyway, so on to this week. What have we been up to? Well, a couple of weeks ago, if you recall, we had a week of non-stop visitors. Now, one of those visitors was Louise. Now, Louise has kindly done something very spectacular for us. It's a momentous time in her adventure.
It is a huge thing that she has done, and her husband Andrew. We just want to thank them from the bottom of our heart. She was watching us, and she suddenly realised that in France in October it starts to get cold.
Bloody cold.
Very cold. And the rains come and the various other
holes
things.
have opened in the barn.
So we've got bigger holes in the barn roof than we would like. And that's letting the water in.
When I'm cooking, I have to wear the umbrella over my head.
Yeah, I was sitting there at the sofa the other day, and it started dripping on my head, which is not pleasant. And obviously, Lisa keeps thinking, well, this red wine reduction's supposed to be reducing. Well, it's not reducing because it's getting full of water. So that's the thing. So it's kind of difficult. But Louise, absolutely and utterly, without doubt, came to our rescue.
So this is what happened this week. So where are we going to live now?
Well, we went on this game show, and this is what we won. This is absolute heaven. We have got sofas, we have got a bed, we have got a toilet, we have got a shower, we have got umpteen cupboards, we have got light when we want to have light.
I tell you what, the nicest thing is not having to get up in the morning and put wet clothes on, because the clothes in the tent just get damp and they're wet and horrible. To be able to have cupboards and put your clothes away and get up and they're nice and dry.
It's really, really brilliant. So both of us get a really, really good night's sleep. You know, we are experimenting with the bed. We experimented with, you know, I know it's a 4-berth caravan.
I had a really good sleep last night, didn't you?
It wasn't bad, you know, apart from the fact of having to get the dog out, because the dog is not with the program at the moment. The dog loving a bits is curled up on one of the sofas for the time being, and then he starts to fidget.
Don't worry, Louise, we have put covers on the sofa.
No, he's fine. But he wanders up and down, and he gets all fidgety and this and that. Then he stands by the door, and so we have to let him out. And it was about 3 o'clock, I think, this morning that I let him out. And then he goes and curls up on his sofa. But the funny thing is that when we got up this morning and Lisa went out to see him, he was so sound asleep. He was like trying to drag a teenager out of his pit on a Saturday morning. It was impossible to move that dog, and it was only the thought of the lovely bit of grub that I chopped up for him that made him move.
So, what else has happened this week? Right, so I took the salon window out and I did a bit of re-glazing this week. Now, I know a lot of you, when I did the re-glazing before, said to me about, why don't you cut your own glass? Well, the reason why I didn't was because we didn't have any glass, and it was so cheap to go down and get them to cut it for me in the right size. However, I did give it a go this time. Okay, so we've got here the window out of the salon from apartment 2, and it had the coloured pane glass in it that was really naff glass. Before we get any comments, people saying, oh, coloured glass, should keep it. We did have a pane glass specialist look at the glass and tell us it was crap, get rid of it. So we wasn't getting rid of anything that was worth anything. So I've taken that out. You've all seen in previous weeks where I did the reglazing of the tea room window, so I'm not going to show you how to reglaze again. The difference I'm going to do this time is, last time we went and brought the glass from the DIY shop and got them to cut it. I'm going to try and cut it myself today. I've never done this before. I found a glass cutter, just a basic glass cutter, and we found this here in one of the barns. So I'm going to give it a go. We found some panes of glass that have obviously been left over when people have reglazed the windows previously, and I'm going to try and use them in this window to try and save some money, basically. So let's see how it goes and see if it's as easy as everybody says it is. Let's try it. Okay, it's a bit breezy here today. So I've got me gloves for protection. I've got a piece of cardboard to absorb any shock when I come to cutting the glass. So yeah, let's give it a go. I'm going to measure. So this is the old glass that I found. It's a bit dirty, so I'm just going to try and cut it first to see if it works, and then obviously I'll give it a clean up. So I'm literally going to pop it in the reveal that I want covered, mark it with a Sharpie, take it over to my piece of cardboard, line up my ruler. Now I did try a piece, and figured out that this has got a gap of a few millimeters, so that's why I'm not putting the ruler straight on the lines I want, because obviously once I've cut it, if it's a tiny bit out, I'm not going to be able to cut that part. So literally push down firmly, one score. Now do not try and go back. If you don't think you've marked an error, don't try and go back and do it. You probably have, but you can only do one score. Right, so you then take the glass over to the edge of the table. Now be very careful, because as you remembered last time, I actually cut myself on this glass. So take it to the edge of the table. Now let's check you can see what I'm doing here. Now hopefully you can see the score along here. And this is supposedly all you do is line it up on the edge of a table, put pressure on this side, and a quick snapping. Woohoo! We did it! Wow, look at that! We did it! Okay. Oh, it was a lot easier than I actually thought it was going to be. I hope I got that on camera, because that's probably a fluke. Let's not get too excited, because we haven't done the other one yet and we still don't know if it actually fits and I've measured it right. So let's do the other side. Push down. One score. Against the side of the table. And one snap. Yay! Wow. There you go, there's my pane of glass. Okay. Let's go and see if it fits. Okay, hopefully. Oh, there's a little bit out up there. Let me turn it around the other way. Okay, let's hope it fits. Yes, look at that. Fantastic. Okay. Let's cut the rest of it. Brilliant.
So here's to remind you what the window looked like before. Now to replace this window would have cost us around £1,000. So we've saved ourselves a lot of money.
Okay, so glazing's been done, windows going back on.
Try.
Want me to hold it up and
Well, I'm just thinking whether it's better me holding it up and you
screw it in?
leave it. Yeah, don't worry, mate.
Yeah, I'm worried about people with it. Hang on.
that's it, yeah.
Oh, cool. Blimey, that's high up.
Can you open the window?
Don't you get up there.
I need to.
Oh, I don't want you falling out.
Well, I ain't gonna do that. Stick it up in.
Don't hold her.
No.
Okay. So, windows back in, it's been re-glazed. Just got some touching up with the putty to do. Voila! New window. And it looks so much brighter in here, so much better without that horrible coloured glass and all the ivy on the other side. I think it looks great. Just need to make the curtains now.
If you remember, the last time we, in the summer, Lisa was fiddling about with glass, and this is probably one of the reasons why she hasn't cut a lot of it, is because I think, I don't know what video it was, but there was a video where she showed a rather large wound on her arm because the woman doesn't have respect, or didn't have respect for glass. Now she has respect for glass.
I have total respect for glass.
One of the things that has happened this week is that we have had a major update on apartment 2's bathroom. Now, we've touched on the problems we've had, and it has been a difficult situation. It'd be quite taxing for both of us. So we had that elements that were wrong rectified, and the brilliant news is that we now have a functioning bathroom, or certainly a functioning shower and vanity and basin and toilet.
Yay! We have our first bathroom!
And I christened it by having a shower last night.
And he was a spoil sport because he wouldn't let me video it.
You don't want to see it. To be honest with you, if there had been a mirror at the end of the room, I wouldn't have wanted to see that. But it was bloody lovely. I have to say, I apologies for the bloody, but it was bloody lovely. It was perfect temperature. It's a rainfall shower head, and it just cascades down over, and it's just lovely. It's just, it's lovely having a shower in our house. That's the thing.
I went and had a bath.
No, that's the thing. You see, so my dear friend messaged me, and when I said to him, I'm having a shower and a thing, because I had to tell somebody before I had to tell you lovely people. So I had to tell somebody, so I messaged my mate, and I said, I'm having a shower in our room, it's so brilliant. And he went, oh, is it a joint shower, or is it just one at a time? And I went, no, the bloody woman's having a bath. That's because I don't know whether she's fearful of it. I know she loves her, but I know
really
she loves it. I know and I get the bath thing now, because it is lovely, especially if it's chilly out. You can soak yourself and get nice and warm. But having that ability to bathe with, effectively in a hot rainstorm. Oh man!
I'm gonna use it tomorrow.
Ooh,
I'm gonna use it tomorrow.
You might. I might not let you. I might not let you. That's mine.
Anyway.
I put my blood, sweat and tears in that shower.
Well, let's show him it.
Subsequently, that's why we got it done.
Where are you going?
Nowhere?
Go on, where are you going?
Nowhere.
You're going to try a new shower.
Somebody's got to do it. And because you like a bath, I want to try the shower. I'm a bit nervous, to be honest with you.
Why?
Well, because, you know, of all the problems, trials and tribulations we've had with the shower, you know, I want it to be right. The first time I use it, I want it to be right.
I'll come and check.
No, no. That's one thing I'm insisting on. You do not come up with that bloody camera.
Okay.
I want some privacy. I'm not gonna. No, I'm not. You're not coming up there. I want some privacy.
It's a momentous moment, baby.
It is a momentous moment, and I would like to have it in a little bit of privacy. I get no privacy in this. I used to share a tent with you, and we got no privacy. And now we're in a caravan. It's even worse because we are kind of closer together in the caravan than we are or anything. So the fact that I've now got a working shower, that hopefully I can just
chill out.
I won't say me time because everybody will know what that means.
Okay, go for your shower, baby. We'll see you in a little while. Okay, so a little update. I've cleaned the floor again, and it's come up spectacular this time. The window's been put back in. I've re-glazed it. It's painted, needs clean. And I've started measuring up for a Roman blind, palmit and some curtains. So can't wait to do that. Let's just turn some light on. And in the bathroom, the toilet's in, we don't have a seat yet, the towel rail's in, the vanity's in, the tiles around the vanity and the mirror and the light's got to go on. But the shower is all done. I'll take the plastic off the shower. And Ted is going to go in and give it a try.
Go away. Come on, out. Out.
Oh, let me video it.
Out.
Okay.
Out. Out.
I'm going.
No, you're not. Get out. Go on. Get out.
Okay.
Get out.
Okay.
Get out.
I'm going. So, now, just on to the million-dollar question that everyone keeps asking. Are we going to move into that apartment? Now, there's still finishing touches to do. There's still quite a lot of work to do on it. Ted's got to make all the wardrobes. He's still got to do the bed. He's still got to do the window boards. He's still got to do the skirting board, the architrave. I've got to do the furnishing, so I have got something to do. But, yes, we could move in there.
Hang on a minute. Did you buy us a lot of furnitures?
No, I've got to make all the covers and all the...
All right.
Bloody cheek! I've got to make all the covers for them. Anyway, the main reason why we're not going to move into apartment 2 is we've spent a lot of work, a lot of time and effort getting that apartment ready. Now, as you all know, if you've been watching their videos, his hands comes everywhere with us. He has to follow us everywhere, including apartment 2. Now, the other day I painted all the walls. only to then turn round and find wet, muddy fur marks all the way down it.
And it wasn't me.
Now, luckily, it wiped off really well. It's really good.
Satin paint.
Satin paint, yeah, it wiped off.
Recommendation,
But-
always buy satin paint.
Yes. But it means that, no, we're not going to move into apartment 2 because we can't leave the dog downstairs and us go upstairs. It's just something we're not going to do. And I'm not having a dog up there because we haven't put all that work in just to get it ruined.
The brilliant thing is that now we've got the van.
We don't need to.
Thank you, Louise and Andy. Thank you. Now we've got the van. There isn't really, we've got warmth of an evening. This is the thing. I can absolutely understand if we'd have turned up in March in this van and we'd have been in this van for 7 months, you may have a thought that you wanted to upgrade to that. But we were in a tent.
So we've had a big upgrade.
We were in a tent, and the difference from a tent to caravan. And don't get me wrong, don't knock the tent. The tent was fabulous.
Oh, I love my time in that tent.
Yeah, the tent was real brilliant. And but when it gets cold, it gets cold, and it's just the fact of having a little bit to be able to sit down on a sofa, to be able to have your dinner in relative comfort as opposed to sitting outside, which is what we used to do, sit outside
in the freezing cold.
And it's like, even when Lisa's putting these together, that she will be sitting outside with about 5-6 layers on and a heater next to her trying to do the videos, and now that she's got the relative comfort that she can sit indoors with the heat on, it's great. That's it. So we don't necessarily need to move into this apartment. We don't want to muck it up. We want to get it right. We want to keep it as bright and shiny for the first people to come into it as we possibly can. So that's the thing. And the lovely thing is that we can do that without having. It's like if anybody's ever decorated, you don't want to decorate round your furniture.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. It's the most horriblest thing is to have to move your furniture so you can do a bit of painting or wallpapering or doing your laminate floor. You do your laminate floor and then you have to lift the sofa over onto the bit you've done to do the rest of it or something like that. And it really is a pain. So the fact of us moving into that apartment, and it's not just the two of us, as Lisa said, it is the three of us. As anybody who's watched this from time and time again, it's not just me and thee. It's me, thee, and it out there. And he's out there sitting on his sofa thinking, what are they talking about? They're talking about me again. Talking about me again. Talking about me again. I know they're talking about me. Always talking about me. Never walk me. Never walk me. I never get any dinner. You do? You bloody do. Just that heart, for goodness sake. Costs good money. Now, we had a guy come over. I don't know if you remember last week, we bought a wood burner. Now, we contacted a guy who installs wood burners. And he came over, give us a bit of a estimate. We're still waiting for the estimate. However, when he came over, he had a look, because we're going to put the wood burner, in the tea room fireplace, and that is rather a large opening, but it had a metal cowling. I'll call it a cowling. I'm not sure. Huge cowling. Yeah, huge, but probably 600mm, 2 feet.
Actually,
by 6 foot wide.
The guy that come round said it was the biggest fireplace he'd ever seen.
He did say that, didn't he? And he was a big lad.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes a difference. But he was a big lad. But yeah, so he said there's no point in me putting this fire in if you've got that cowling, because once I put the registration plate or whatever the plate you put them, but I'm sure a load of you out there will know what I'm talking about. He said all the heat will just go out of the fire and go straight up into that, and then the cold air will come down. And he said it's like you've got a 12 kilowatt heater there, wood burner. He said it'll be like, is this thing on? So he said that's got to come out. So I thought, right, okay, he came round I think on the Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is, but I thought if I don't tackle this now, I'm not going to tackle it for a while. So I thought, right, let's crack on straight away. And guess who I called round to help me?
Who are you going to call? Dave Johnson!
Is this some sort of trick? Yeah, stay there, Dave.
They're just, testing to see if you fit up there.
Actually, he offered. He offered. Love him to bits. He offered.
Okay, so it's been another full-on week.
That's what happened in this week.
We've got a great week next week.
It was a good week. It felt
It
like
was
a good week. Felt like
wasn't
a good
it?
week. Felt like a good week. Yeah, you know, we put a few things to rest. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And it felt like we moved on. I felt like a little bit I got my Lesa back, which is nice. It's that, you know, because I don't like being without her. And so that was lovely. And you know, I feel like we're back to being the team that we know we can be.
Yeah.
And we'll crack on through. And I just want to say an enormous thank you to Louise and Andy.
Thank you so much.
God, you know, I know we keep saying it, and I know, you know, but you don't realise this is momentous. It is momentous.
And we will keep it nice and clean for you, and it will be returned in exactly the state that we got it in. Thank you so much.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't.
Why?
Well, we just wreck everything.
Don't say that. We don't, Louise
We
and
don't.
Andy. Honestly,
Louise
we
and Andy,
don't.
we don't.
But
No, you know, it's
thank you so
beautiful.
much for loaning it to us, and just let us know if you need it back.
Yeah, just not in the next couple of months.
Yeah, just try and make it after
Can you
February,
make it?
maybe.
Yeah, maybe in spring. Yeah, May, April, May time. Yeah.
Oh, and thanks for the mayonnaise. It was bloody gorgeous, as always. So,
As always. And
anyway,
we'll see you real soon. We'll come by and we'll descend on you. Yeah.
we will see you all next week. Take care, everyone. Love to all. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. That always reminds me of when little Archie. Do you remember?
No, see,
Edward.
That's why I do it.
Like and subscribe.
That's why I do
Like
it.
and subscribe.
That's why I do it.
I love you, baby.
I love you too. Right.
Right. Oh, I feel knackered.
Well, don't do anything now. Just let's go and sit. What's the time? It's oh no, it's 20.
We would like to say a huge thank you to all of our supporters, all of our patrons, and all of our donors to our GoFundMe page. If you would like to help support us in bringing this beautiful historical monument back to life, please visit our pages. The links are in the description. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.